Hello, Void. Pippy Russo here, continuing the month-long binge. Day 24, and we were on Shudder today. And which usually has been having a higher percentage of more worthwhile films. Got a weird one today, though. This one wasn't exactly my cup of tea. I won't say it's a bad film, it's just I'm not as big on Giallo films. If you don't know what a Giallo film is, it's an Italian-made mystery, usually with a police investigation element. A lot of cult activities appear in Giallo films, or slasher elements. Occasionally supernatural, and sexploitation isn't unusual in them either. But strictly speaking, it's an Italian mystery thriller. But there's a distinct feel and pacing to them, and while I don't dislike them, they're not exactly for me. Like, this movie, I was interested in where it was going, but it was taking its time getting there. And I spent a lot of the movie just debating how much I was liking it. And tonight's one was, I keep even blanking on the title of it, because a lot of Giallos have odder titles. This one was Short Night of Glass Dolls. And I can't for the life of you tell me why it's called that. The original Italian title was, and I'm going to butcher this, La Quarta Notte delle Bambole di Vetro. Any Italians watching this, I apologize. Anyway, this one was made in 1971 and was actually filmed in Prague. So, which takes it out of the usual Giallo elements, but still kind of very much fit the theme. I don't know. So, the initial premise was interesting. A man wakes up dead and tries to figure out how he got there. It's not really an exaggeration. So he's he's being pronounced dead, but he's like, you can hear him thinking, like, I'm not dead. I'm still here. Or is this what it's like to be dead? And a lot of the movie is told in flashbacks of how he got to that point. He was before a reporter who was just meeting back up with his girlfriend from Prague, and they were talking about running off together. When she mysteriously vanishes without taking any of her belongings, he's sure something has gone wrong and is determined to find her. And the trail to that, well, led him to his current situation. Who can he trust? Who's involved? Will he get back together with his ex-flame? I don't know what else I can really say about this one. It's an interesting film that's competently made, though the version I watched was dubbed, and the dubbing wasn't bad for the most part on the main characters, but some of them did have a bit of an odd accent to them because of that, so I would be curious into seeing how this plays with the Italian dialogue. This one's so far outside my normal element, I really don't want to rag on it too much. Because what it was doing effectively. The visuals were interesting, and there was definitely towards the ending some wild scenes to this, which definitely were attention grabbing. But in the middle, it does drag a bit as the pace is kind of slow. It sort of repeats him just looking around and people either not wanting to talk to him or him finding nothing, and it gets a little repetitive in the middle. So grading this one's a hard one. It also doesn't give me as much to talk about because it's competently enough made that I'm not going to criticize it too much. But I didn't enjoy it enough that I'm not going to be ranting and singing its praises. And most Giallos are a subdued sort of movie until they suddenly come to life with some shocking moments. But I don't really want to talk about those too much because if this film sounds interesting to someone, I don't want to ruin that. I will say when I first got a whiff of the premise, I was reminded of the Hayden Christensen film Awake, but it is really nothing like that, as this one's mostly flashbacking rather than him weirdly ghosting around trying to save his own life. Um, I don't know. It's a 70s Giallo. If you're into those kind of movies, this one's for you. I'm gonna give this one a 3 MacGuffin, just on a personal standpoint, but it's on the lower end of 3, just because it's not a movie I'm gonna watch again. It's not for me. Um, though I'm not disappointed that I saw it by any means. I just don't have too much to say about Short Night of Glass Dolls. It's fine for what it is. I guess that's really all I got on this one. Maybe Netflix will give you something more talk worthy tomorrow, but chances are it's going to be another Conjuring esque sort of film. A lot of those ones have been kind of the similar vibe, hauntings and possessions, so I'll probably be getting more of the same. Which, sure. Alright, well, that's all I got. Have a good